California Dreamin', this song has been covered by so many excellent artists. Today's lesson will be based on the 1965 release by the Mamas and Papas. The song begins with the iconic melodic picking pattern intro. We've got one strumming pattern throughout and 6 open chords. We have our capo on fret number 4. This enables us to play nice open chords that resonate fully when we're strumming, and this keeps us in the same key as the Mamas and Papas recording. First of all, we'll take a look at the intro. It has 2 chords at its foundation, the E7sus4 and the E7sus4, and what they've done is intertwine a melody through those chords, so we get this. In the recording, a second guitar comes in partway through the intro, which creates a counter rhythm. What I've done today is blend the parts so we can play one simple thread of the melody on one guitar. So I'm going to show you how to position your hands so we can play the melody notes and maintain the chord tones ringing out. I've broken the intro down into 4 separate shapes so you can see how that's put together. Shape number 1, we place our middle finger on the 2nd fret D and ring finger on the 2nd fret G. We hold those both down together with our picking hand, and you can use a pick or your fingers. Today I'm using a pick because I like the clarity of the tone that the pick brings. So we pick the D, G, B, D strings. And we want those to ring out like a chord. So a staggered chord, an arpeggiated chord. We then keep those fingers held down on the strings and play with our pinky, the 3rd fret of the B string. We then remove that and use our index finger to play the 1st fret of the B string, and then we play the open B string. So all together, so you can hear when we're playing that melody at the end, the chord tones ring throughout. Shape number 2. We keep our middle finger and ring finger where they were previously, 2nd fret D, 2nd fret G. We play with our picking hand the D and the G strings again, let those notes ring out. We then jump to the high E string and play open E, take our index finger to play the 1st fret E, then take that back off again. We use our pinky to play the 3rd fret B. For shape number 3, my middle and ring fingers are where they were for the previous 2 shapes, and I'm going to add my index finger to the 1st fret of the B string, which essentially gives us an A minor shape. So with the pick now, I'm going to rake the D, G and B strings. So you hear that 3 notes in there, quickly played together, not strummed. You drag your thumb or your pick across those strings, so you get a quick succession of notes. I then add my pinky to the 3rd fret of the B, take that off, back to the 1st fret of the B, open B, G string that has the ring finger on it, and then take the ring finger off to play an open G. We then, for shape number 4, jump to an E7sus4 chord. So middle finger 2nd fret A, ring finger 2nd fret G, pinky 3rd fret B, and we play all 6 strings. The reason I've chosen to use these fingers is because they're the smoothest change from what I've played previously. You may want to adapt this to your own configuration of fingers if you're not able to play it like this. So you can swap that round. Use these 3 fingers in that order, same chord, use your pinky there, same chord. A slow playthrough of all 4 shapes. Moving on to the chords, these 6 chords will see you through the entire song. We begin with the A minor, then G, then F. I'll be using the barre chord because I like the low bass note at the root. If you're unable to do that, a full alternative would be F/C or maybe F major 7. We have an E7sus4. We have an E, and we have an F major 7. We can set this up with one strumming pattern throughout the entire song. As you become more competent, you can start to add in extra strums to create build. The foundational strumming pattern today is down, down, up, down, down, up. We're in 4/4, which means we're playing 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. A lot of the chord changes happen every 2 beats. So if I take you through the first line, we have A minor, G, F, G, E7sus4, E, F. If you'll notice, I'm playing the ups on the actual chord change. So when I go from A minor to G, the up is when my fingers are off the strings en route to the G. So we have down, down, up, take the fingers off on the fretting hands, move to G, that's on beat 3 and 4 and, fingers off again, move to F, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. When we reach E7sus4, we're playing E7sus4 for 4 beats. 1, 2 and 3 and 4 and, then we're on E, 2 and then to F, 3 and 4 and. A little bit more of a cohesive playthrough now. 3, 4, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. The rest of the lines in this verse follow suit. So we have a C, E, A minor, F, E7sus4, and then stay on the E for 4 beats, back to A minor, G, F, G, E7sus4, stay on E for 4 beats, A minor, G, F, G, stay on E7sus4, and again, that's verse 1. Now this song is made up of 3 verses and an instrumental section, and ultimately the last line of each verse is the hook. So we don't necessarily have a chorus per se, but we have a hook line on the end of each verse. So I'm going to play through verse 1 at speed. 1, 2. All the leaves are brown. I've been for a walk structure wise, verse 1 we've just played. This is followed by verse 2, which is exactly the same chord pattern and strumming pattern. This is followed by an instrumental section which has a flute solo in it. Now the first line of chords is substituted by staying static on the A minor chord for 3 full bars, and then we have a split bar of an A minor to an F. After that, it continues with the same chord sequence going on to the C chord as the rest of the verses. This is followed by verse 3, which is exactly the same as verses 1 and 2, bar the ending. So the last line plays A minor, G, F, G, but instead of continuing on to E, sus4 and E, we repeat the same chords again. So we play A minor, G, F, G, A minor, G, F, G, A minor, G, F, G, and then we move to F major 7, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then a down strum on A minor to finish the song. A little playthrough of verse 3 and the ending. 1, 2. All the leaves are brown. I've been through war. If I didn't tell her, California dreaming. On such a winter's day, on such a winter's day. This lesson on Pretty Woman by Roy Orbison is a perfect follow-on to California Dreamin'. If you're looking for a sing-along song, some open chords, a simple strumming pattern, it's perfect. See you next time.